music too loud. We've started as we finished yesterday. Here we go. How are we all doing? A very special thank you for the mix by Rowan. Was it Rowan Beta? I think it was. Who emailed that special 8-bit mix of the Trollolol song in. So we'll be hearing a lot more of that. Hello Ash Guitar. Hello Mike. Hello Holly. Hello Grant. Grant, it's too late. It's never too late. I can tell you now that we have had so many escape submissions as expected that this is gonna roll over till tomorrow. We've got 4.75 gigabytes of videos, pictures and everything else. So here's what we're going to do, because the streams have been a little long lately, and well, it's a lot for people to be expected to watch, an hour and a half to 2 hours every night. So we're going to say 9:15 we'll draw a line. It's going to be an hour-long stream today, and we'll just pick up tomorrow where we left off, if that's okay with you guys. Yeah, we're not going to try. There's no way we're going to watch... Oh, music's too loud. There's no way we're going to watch all of them today. No way. So let's not try it. Let's just do a good hour and let's see what we squeeze in. So, I'm still sticking to my being good about drinking in the week. So I'm on the non-alcoholic beer. Freedom. Non-alcoholic lager beer. It's like just about every other non-alcoholic beer I've ever had. Kind of nice to wake up hydrated after drinking not beer. We've got some R's left over from yesterday, so let's dive straight into them. Starting with Namco's. There he is. Let's have a bit of audio. And then I will catch up with the chat. Yeah, sorry I'm early. Got a bolded Ash clone here. Yeah, I'm early because dinner didn't take as long to eat as I expected. I went to Waitrose today, ooh, posh boy, and I found sushi in the discount section. I got £25 worth of sushi for £1.75 and just made a ginormous tray of sushi, so much we couldn't eat it all. It was amazing. Rockman. We've got 5 R games from Namco's here. Sorry, Mumbo. No Scotch eggs, sorry. What could possibly go wrong? It's not rotting fish. Not rotting fish. It's not on the turn. It was fine. It was delicious. It was fun. Return of the Things. That's a great name for a game. And when you kill the enemies, they turn into little steaming piles. Look, it was in the fridge. It was in the fridge. Am I too quiet? Look, there we go. There we go. There's my mic. Poo hats. Now we're talking. R is for road rash. Nako, so tell us about your laser active. You got yourself a Pioneer laser active, I saw. Where did that come from? Ah, now I'm surprised nobody else. We got so many Robocops, but we didn't get this Robocop versus Terminator. This, in my opinion, is what Robocop 1 should have looked like on the Amiga. Closer to this than what we got. Hello Namco's, this is your video. Oh, I think we've gone back to the start. So that was the end of the video. Thank you very much. A wild selection of games there. And we're going to go straight into Bitegeist's R's.
Made with genuine Sanwa arcade parts.
What is going on?
If your mansion house needs haunting,
Oh,
just
it's
call Rent-A-
Greetings!
Rent-A-Ghost.
No, Claypole, bugger off. Your realm is all things meeker, you medieval Mopsimus.
I have no idea what's going on. Richard, you've set a precedent that other people want to reach. There's an R game in here somewhere. I'm scared.
Bitegeist. R is for Rastan. This remarkably enjoyable Taito jumpy scrolly slashy stab fest
Love the
first
accent.
appeared in 1987, 3 years after the sad demise of its founder, American fleshling Michael Kogan. Fleshy fact. The Taito Trading Company was founded in 1953 for the purpose of importing vodka, vending machines, and evil American jukeboxes into the beautiful country of Japan. It changed its name to the Taito Corporation in August 1972 when it ceased booze mongering and turned its hand to arcade games. Its most notable employee is famed Japanese man Toshihiro Nishikado, who in 1978 became responsible for games involving the invading of spaces. That never caught on, now did it? Rastan's basic premise is muscle-bound, weapon-wielding hero saves princess from evil dragon and claims reward. This was shown in the opening of the Japanese version, but omitted for Western audiences, because they're mewling infants who cannot deal with perfectly normal Geistian practices of reptilian butchery. Yes. Speaking of serpent strangulation, look at the tiny Conan copy squeeze the life from the sweet little lizard man. Lovely. Rastan proved to be rather popular, and as such was ported to nearly all available 8-bit computer systems, but only one console at the time. The magnificent Sega Master System. And in the realm of Geists,
It really is,
it
Mark.
is Sega. So there. With exceptional pixelary and audacious audio. Stop watching this and go and play it. What more do homunculi want? Really? My human host wishes to say hello.
Good evening, cave dwellers. Stay safe, be well. Back to Neil in the studio.
Yes.
Wow, that was fantastic. If you haven't got a YouTube channel, you need one, because I would watch that all day long. Thank you, Bitegeist. If you're in the chat and you do have a YouTube channel, let me know. That is fantastic. Wow, between that voice... Oh, there you are. Have you got a channel? Between that voice and DJ Mark, I could be entertained all day. The bar is set.
Hi, Neil.
Hi, Ralph.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
How are the cave dwellers doing? Right, R. I struggled with R, like I always do, but I came up with a couple of ideas.
That's what you asked about the camera.
Now,
Okay.
I was going to go along...
Let me just pause, Ralph, for a moment. Bitegeist, is your channel called Bitegeist or something else? Because we need to put a link in the chat so people can give you a sub.
The lines of a Raspberry Pi, which this is quite nice, and it's being flashed thanks to Retro Recollections for Dan to pointing out the video. I did this myself on one of my own videos, and it's got a full, is it a retro arch system on here? So I just need to plug it in via the HDMI, power, and plug a joystick in. Which is the problem? Is this is pocket size? It's about a pack of cigarettes or whatever. If you don't smoke, then fine, don't bother. Don't take it up. But this is good for certain things, and there's the mammoth amount of things I'm sure I could do with these. However, for your gaming fix, retro mini controller, you see what I did there? Yeah. And retro TV games, these are exactly the same. These are handheld, small, piddle little joysticks. They're about that big. But you see with his hands there, you can see how small it probably is. But it's got a stack load, probably over 200, but they're all some of the copies, mostly like NES games and SNES games.
I have seen these.
It's a perfect, it's a perfect gaming fix if you're ever away from where you are. I mean, most people have got either some consoles or a PC or something that you could rig one of these up to, but they're pocket sized. They're just absolutely ridiculously good. And I don't work for Red 5, I don't work for Orb Gaming, but they're absolutely spot on for it. Tiny little things. And I got one from car boot sale because somebody had opened it at the car boot sale. Oh, I've never been open before, and ripped it. Got that for £1. And I got that one for Christmas off somebody, I think for about £5 or something. But yes, but they're just 2 buttons, start, whatever, plug straight into your TV with a proper composite out. So it's dirt easy to just play some games if you're bored. And they even I think they take batteries in the back. Yeah, they do. So you haven't really got to plug it into the wall or anything. Ridiculous. So, a retro mini controller, which is retro TV games. So anyway, with that, back to the studio.
Thank you, Ralph. I'm never sure with these little TV games when I see them in the shops because so many of them are just like NES systems on a chip. On the box, it makes them out to be like arcade perfect, and you get it home and you've got like the NES version of Double Dragon on it, and you're just left disappointed. So it'd be good to find some good ones. Anyway, going back to Bitegeist there, you said you have a channel, you have just one video up on it. We need to know where that channel is. We need a link. We can't move on until we have that channel. See if I can find it. I'm going to look for. You can I? Yeah, try and post a link. We'll let you know if it blocks it. I'm going to search for it as well. I can see that I'm live on the YouTube page, and it's chosen the picture of the Taito man with all the fish and the octopi in front of him as the thumbnail. I can't find you just searching for you on YouTube. Drop me an email, retromancave@gmail.com. As soon as I see it, I'll stick it in the chat. The little glass at the bottom right hand corner of the screen is the tip glass. It wasn't working yesterday, so if you do a super chat, it should put coinage in there. Super chat is a way of leaving a little tip. It is completely optional. So those are the leftover R's. Bitegeist is going to email me his link, and we'll put that up on the chat. So let's dive into the S's. And we're going to start with this one. No, that one's empty. We're going to start, let's just start from the top. Start with C for Chris. S for Star Wars. There was always going to be Star Wars, wasn't there? He says, "Hi Neil, the first in the trilogy, but the last in this photo set because alphabet. I had to include all of these, not just because I'm a Star Wars fan, but because when I got my Amiga in '89, my brother also bought the Star Wars trilogy. On rebuying an Amiga, I just had to have this set again to relive that amazing time of my life. So no more Star Wars content from me. Or is there?" Thank you, Chris. Always makes a lovely effort to lay that out. Gary Ninja, thank you for the $1 Canadian. Very kind of you, sir. That should buy me some maple syrup. Next up, we've got Craig. Now, Craig has sent me Craig, aka Mumbo, has sent me 650 words. Now, I'm not sure I can get through all of them. Kevin, attention me. Thank you very much, Kevin. You have my attention. So I'm just gonna excuse me if I miss anything, but I'm just gonna skim through this. And there's loads of pictures which we'll flick through as well. Sorry, there's a lot here. I tried to cut it down. Do feel free to skip. There's some YouTube videos as well. It's time for a very long, easy write. Maybe. Jamie, thank you for the sushi money. That's going to buy me a lot of sushi at the rates I bought it today. It's his Sega Rally collection. So we've got Sega Rally Championship for the Sega Saturn. So this is the PC one we're looking at here. Where's the Saturn one? There we go. So we've got the UK, Japanese and American versions in here somewhere. This one I recognise. This is the UK one. Guessing that's American. It's an ass. Thank you very much for the £1.35. Very kind, sir. And then we had the Sega Rally Championship for the PC. It's the Saturn port, but on the PC. Unfortunately, it seems to suffer from timing issues, he says, on modern systems. I get sudden speed boosts every second, making it pretty unplayable. I have a Grab-It budget re-release copy of it too, which I don't feel the need to photograph. David, thank you very much for the €3. Very kind, sir. You're all being very generous tonight. I had this on the PC back in the day, and I thought it was a really good port. I thought it was smooth. It had a lot more aliasing than the Sega Saturn port had. I think it also had properly transparent windows, because the Sega Saturn had problems with transparency. So it just had sort of a dithered effect on the window. As far as I recall, I might be wrong, but I just remember it ran really well on the PC, and it was an absolute joy to actually have it on my PC, having oogled it in the arcades for so long. And then Sega Rally PSP, is that this one? Oh, that's PlayStation 2. I don't know if we've got... Oh, I haven't got a picture of the PSP one. And then Sega Rally 2006 first print limited edition for the PS2. Japanese only release, so I can't use the disc in my PS2. A memory card with free McBoot and open PS2 loader will let me play an ISO of it from a network share. God, that's a lot of effort, isn't it? USB stick or internal hard drive. Because I haven't played it, I can't tell you what Sega Rally 2006 is like. The main reason I bought it for is the included copy of Sega Rally Championship. And there's a little video he wants me to play. Let's have a quick look at that. Okay, so this is Sega Rally Championship on a Sega PlayStation. Sorry, Sega PlayStation. Sony PlayStation 2. It's running at a really nice frame rate. We've got properly transparent windows. I mean, the PlayStation 2 had aliasing problems of its own, so it's a little rough around the edges in some places, but you know, stick it on a CRT and that all helps with the edges. Yeah, nice. And then finally, Stunt Race FX for the Super Nintendo. Known as Wild Tracks in Japan, It uses the Super FX chip. Ralph, thank you very much. I will check the mailbox for that. Very kind of you, sir. So it has a chip just like Star Fox did. It was the chip developed by Argonaut, I think it was. The Super FX chip to help with the 3D graphics. There are 5 modes: speed track, stunt track, battle track, test run and free track. People often complain about the low frame rate. I don't mind because, well, I'm not sure why. Catchy soundtrack too. And then he goes on to talk about Sarugetsu and Sarugetsu 2, Japanese versions of Ape Escape 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 1 and 2. And we'll have he sent 2 videos, we'll just have a very quick look at one because everybody needs to have their turn today. Skip the adverts. Ah yes, I'm familiar with Ape Escape. Yeah, cracking little game. Apes have escaped the monkey park, wearing helmets that increase their intelligence. You have to catch them all to stop Spectre, the ape leader who hates humans, from making apes rule over the earth. It involves lasers, moon bases, and good soundtracks. Game over, yeah. Thank you, Mumbo. Sorry I couldn't read absolutely everything and go through all the links because there was an awful lot there. But some really great suggestions. I'm a big Sega Rally fan. I've got such great memories of Weymouth Seafront, where they had head-to-head Sega Rally, and also a great big Daytona USA machine where we would all go and race each other at the lunch break when we were at college. Now I have a link from Bikegeist. He's got 1 subscriber, and he's got that video that we've just enjoyed. Do you know what? This is the birth of a YouTube channel. There's the link in chat. Give him a sub. Go on. I know I want to see more of that kind of content. Hopefully you do too. Great memories of Weymouth, not a sentence you hear much. Weymouth was okay, you know. Like all seaside towns, it's gone downhill, but in the 80s it was fun. In the early 90s. We had the Radio 1 Roadshow would come and visit. Boom! 40 subscribers. Well done, everyone. That's how you start a YouTube channel. Now please promise us more content. I want to see you do a collaboration with Derek Findus and DJ Mark. Wow. The super group. And Ralph has sent his other Ralph has sent his S game in, so I'll get that downloading. Again, I can't promise we'll see it today because the S's are going to roll over into tomorrow. Now let's bash through these because I said we'd make this an hour long today. Keep track of what ones we've seen. And make sure I don't. In fact, as I've just downloaded Ralph's, here's his video. Let's just watch it straight off.
Hello Neil.
Hello Ralph.
Hello Cave Dwellers, and thank you for having me. This was really difficult for me. There are just so many great games starting with S. So I had to look for another
Thanks,
way
Holly.
to make my choice. And since soundtrack starts with S as well, I went with that as my second criteria to make my choice. So, one of my favorite games was one of my all-time favorite soundtracks.
In the year of 1993, a country not that far away. This is a great follow-on from Stunt Race FX. It's Star Fox. Bikegeist, I'm going to have to get you to do a cameo on a relevant video of mine in the near future, if that's okay. We'll keep you on the main channel. It was so impressive what they were doing on the Super Nintendo with this chip, because I know the Mega Drive got its own SVP chip or whatever it was called that went into Virtua Racing, but it escalated the games prices to nearly £100. Super Nintendo, you know, Argonaut had managed to do it at a much lower price point. You still paid a premium, but it was a quality game. Just listen to that music for a bit more. Peppy, Falco and Slippy.
That was my submission for Games with S. Back to you, Neil.
Thank you, Ralph. That was a superb video. There was no need to talk. Just hit us with the tunes. Fantastic. Right. S. Daniel. I'm sure this won't be the last. There was always going to be Sonic today. The attached photo includes most of my Sonic merch I've collected over the years. It all started when I won a massive box of Sonic stuff in a Looking magazine competition. Wow, who remembers Looking magazine? I remember kids buying that and bringing it to school. Lunchbox there. Looked like some kind of spinning tops and a thing you put them in to spin them up. Most of your background music starts with S2, Neil. Does it? We got Sonic comic books. Sonic the comic. That works. Free alien lolly. Tails pin-up. New super cool Sonic story, Secret of the Tower. Guilty of being the coolest hedgehog on the planet. That's what I say to myself in the mirror every morning. And what is that? What is that? Oh, this is one of those water games, isn't it? It should be full of water and then you push the thing and it shoots the hoops around. Is that what this is? It looks terrible. It looks terrible. There we go. Thank you, Daniel. David S has also sent some pictures in, and I don't think this is the last time that we will see this game also. One of my favourites. Settlers, the 90% the one, 90% Amiga power, 90% CU Amiga. It deserved all of that and more. It had a fun intro. I think it took up a whole disc, as Amiga games did. And then the game itself was just fantastic. The best part of this game for me... What is that, says Mark. Yeah, I'm stealing your catchphrase. The best part of the Settlers for me was head-to-head two-player Settlers on the Amiga with two mice. You and your friend crammed in with a mouse each at a split screen, duking it out. It was just incredible. And the little guys who used to go off with their pickaxes looking for precious metals, and when they found it they did a little backflip. Custado didn't like it. David's also chosen Street Fighter Plus Alpha. That is Plus Alpha, is it? Or just Plus A? I don't know. Chrissy will correct me. And Siphon Filter. A must-have for fans of Metal Gear Solid. Thank you very much, David. the done folder. No. It won't let me move Daniel's folder. It still thinks the pictures are open. Okay. Where should we go next? Ah, yes. Now, we always enjoy videos from LJ45 Chimera. If you don't remember that name, you will as soon as you see his room. It's the one with all of the deck equipment and the PDPs and the fans. What have we got? Oh, there he is in the chat. Hello. Space Invaders on the PDP 11/73 by JC Venn, 24th of March 1980. VT52 support by Mike Brook. VT100 support by Ken Bell. Selectable levels by Steve Breacher. That's the dream team. Insert quarter. Insert quarter in nearest programmer and press return to start game. Poor programmer. There you go. ASCII Space Invaders. Works pretty well. They're like little TIE fighters. With sound. Yes, there is sound. Hopefully you can hear it. There's some little beep, beep, beep. Oh, you got the UFO at the top. This is when video gaming peaked. Go on, get the UFO. Ah. Cheers. Thank you. And also, look, we've got the tape measure. We've got the B Blonde. Someone's been doing some retro braiding. Battery. Are batteries a thing now? Are we doing batteries? Nice. Thank you, as always, for sharing what is always a unique demonstration from LJ45 Chimera. Now, oh, I can see the thumbnail for this, and I'm going to click on it immediately. It's a submission from Pillock. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And this is a game. Is Pillock?
Oh, hi, Case Rollers.
Oh, there he is.
Random
hi.
username here.
Oh, hi. What are you doing here?
You've joined me just as I've started a game of Stunt Car Racer. But that's fine. That's quite a nice coincidence because this is exactly the game I wanted to talk to you about today. For those that haven't seen Stunt Car Race before, it's a really simple racing game. Just one-on-one, you versus a computer player with a track that's elevated in the sky. However, it has got a lot of playability. There is a little bit of technique involved in knowing the right speed to go over each jump and around each corner. Too much damage will put you after the race.
The damage is this crack along the top, and it gets longer and longer until you've run out.
And falling off the track will probably put you so far behind you won't win. So, one of Jeff Crammond's masterpieces, a really easy game to play.
Oh, he's off. He's off.
Or to get wrong if you're overly distracted. However, this game has got a little bit of a cool secret that not many people know about. As well as playing against the computer, you can play against a friend, and you'll just need a few bits of equipment to do that. So let's just walk through that process.
Oh, awesome.
To do this, first of all, you'll need...
So, that was running on a CD32, was it, Pillock, if you're in the chat? Because that looked really smooth. I've only ever played it on a 500, so it's nice to see how smooth it runs on a CD32.
Another computer. You will also need a joystick. I recommend the Monster joystick with genuine Sanwa arcade parts. You will also need a null modem cable. And you simply connect the two computers together for full screen head-to-head play. The really nice thing about that is it's not just two Amigas. If you happen to have a friend with an Atari, you can connect to theirs as well. Some may say friends don't have Ataris, but that's fine. We can deal with that. So the last thing you'll need is you'll need that friend to play with. And here's mine.
Oh, it's Dave. Oh.
Oh, what a lovely looking pair.
Thank you, Pillock and Dave. That was lovely. That's not natural, says Baz. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. There is nothing more natural than love. It seems to think your videos are still open. Let's pop you in there. Okay, good. Let's go and see our good friend Pixels. And yeah, I mean, I have yet to experience Stunt Car Racer head-to-head over a null modem cable. I must do that as a thing, like at the next Southwest Amiga group meeting or something like that. Dig out 2 Amigas, a null modem cable, a couple of monitors. I think people will enjoy playing that all day long. Maybe also take a copy of Lotus, as you can do that head-to-head. And also Lotus you can do head-to-head with an Amiga and an Atari linked up as well, like you said with Stunt Car Racing. Yeah. It's an arse. Can't believe that's how they did multiplayer. I used to play Duke Nukem multiplayer on 2 PCs with a serial cable. Just how we did it before we had, you know, easy to set up networking at home. Okay, Pixels, what do you got for us? Neil, do you go to the Sci-Fi Weekenders? I've been to Comic-Cons, but I haven't been to any sci-fi ones, no. Sega Rally Championship on the PC supports link mode. Ooh, nice. So, let's see what...
Hi everyone, Pixels at Dawn here.
Hello, Pixels.
It's time for S. And what else can we have than one of my favourite games on the Amiga, probably the favourite game on the Amiga, The Settlers.
There's a man of class.
I mean, look at that lovely box art. It's got a kind of a canvas effect on.
I'm pretty sure that was an effect that you could just dump onto pictures in Coral Draw.
On the painting, as it puts it on the front there, and it really conveys the sort of cartoony jovialness of the whole game. We've got a nice few screenshots on the back there.
Oh, that's a flashback.
And yes, I mean, if you don't know Settlers, you're building a little town, a little community, and then possibly stabbing a few enemies. But mostly just building a nice town. So let's get this open, if we can, without destroying everything. Boring cardboard box inside. But we do have a nice reference card, showing us all the different buildings we can build, and how all the jobs and the resources work as well. That's quite nice.
I've seen that for so long.
And here we have not a small instruction manual, although I believe not all of this is in English. No, I'm wrong. It's all in English.
How many pages?
There's 120 pages of information. It's quite a strange manual actually, because it doesn't kind of have a tutorial section. In that it just kind of explains as it goes how to do things. Meaning, if you're trying to find out how to do a particular thing, it's quite difficult. You have to read the whole manual to do it. You'll also see in the corners here, these symbols on each page are the copy protection. So that's how you start the game. If you don't have the cracked version, obviously. But yeah, nice, lovely manual, beautifully produced as always. Here's the discs. Disc 1 and 2 and even 3. We have someone's registration card which they filled in and never sent off. This isn't my original copy. I picked this up a bit later in the game.
A 1 meg Amiga
In fact,
600.
I may have had a slightly less than legal version back in the day, but not to worry. I've made up for it many years later. And please note, last changes. Some things have changed in the game.
The surrender option has been removed.
Yes, all sorts of stuff. The surrender option has been removed because you should never surrender. All sorts of things in there. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But yes, nice that they added an extra bit in there. I do actually have my own copy of Settlers 2 on the PC. I mean, this is the Amiga version of Settlers 1, because that was where it was most famous. Unfortunately, I cannot find the box anywhere. What I can find is a lovely printed CD. Settlers 2 Veni Vidi Vici. Fantastic game. Dropped it. It'll still work. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you, Pixels. Great choice. And it's always satisfying, isn't it, when you have a big box game and it has a big solid cardboard insert. So that game's not going to dip and look horrible with age. It's nice and sturdy and solid. That's what we like. Oh, very nice. Proper job, exactly. Okay, how are we doing for time? Another 15 minutes or so. Let's see. Oh, this looks interesting. My learned friend. What have we got here?
Hello, cave dwellers. Hello, Neil. S is for, well, it's for many things, but on this occasion, S is for Sam and Max hit the road.
Great choice.
Of course it is. Yes, Sam and Max hit the road. Early 90s, fantastic LucasArts fun with Snuckies. The world's largest ball of twine. The Mystery Vortex. Yeah, Sam Max hit the road. A fantastic letter for S, but not the main attraction of this video.
Oh.
Because S is also for this. Yes, it's the world's yellowest Super Nintendo. And that's a great console, not what we're interested in here. Rather, it's this. A Super Wildcard.
Ooh.
What's one of those, you might ask?
Interest intensifies.
Well, it's a way of satisfying all your legitimate backup and archiving needs for a Super Nintendo. Oh no, sir. No piracy here. Not at all. Absolutely. Promise you. Fingers crossed, etc., etc. But essentially what it is a means of dumping a cartridge down to a floppy disk, which can then be loaded into memory on board the Super Wildcard to be treated as a cartridge by the Super Nintendo. These come in different variants. This is a 24 meg PAL version. Later iterations on some went up to 128 meg, and it's still got a homemade warranty sticker.
Oh, yeah, the video is frozen on purpose there. I think you can see the floppy drive just on the side there. Yes, it's a little known loophole that if you have a barrister's wig on your desk when using pirated software, you can't be arrested. It's just how it is.
My warranty sticker. Wonder if it's still valid. Pretty neat fit onto the Super Nintendo itself. You can tell cartridge slot at the top for downloading cartridges. A lot of people just copied the floppy disk, which is a lot easier. Floppy disk side drive on the side. Now a lot of people in more modern times has swapped those out for Gotek USB drives.
Love that idea.
Also got
the
Concord
Gotek on a
the
Super
back,
Nintendo.
Which we used to squirt ROMs down into the Super Wildcard from a PC, or indeed there was even a cable you could get to use with an Amiga, although I've never seen that done. So a few other things. Firstly, it draws all of its power from the SNES. It doesn't need a separate power block, so when you turn the SNES on, Super Wildcard comes on, nice and simple. Secondly, you could load and store save games from the floppy disk. There was special memory on the wildcard just for save games. And thirdly, subject to any 56...
Okay. It says I've reconnected. How's it looking, guys? Am I back? Yes. The barristers have caught us. Back on. Okay, it says I've reconnected now. Okay, I'm not going to press play. I mean, the thing is, right, I'm not losing my internet connection because I'm still watching your chat and I can still say hello in chat. It seems to be a YouTube issue, yes, rather than an internet issue here. Am I back? Back, but awful. Yeah, how odd. Check your token ring network. Okay, we'll try and crack on. I don't know what's going on here. It says I have an excellent connection in the YouTube studio. Back, but really low res. Oh, saying I've got a really good connection.
Lots of pirates. So many pirates. Giant monkey heads. In-game advertising. In-house and in-game jokes.
Insert disc 22.
And lots of S's, including the Swordmaster. Ships. And of course, Stan. Who doesn't love Stan?
Oh.
And after all that, I think I'm going for a grog in the Scum Bar. Thanks, Neil.
Thank you. Sorry about the connection issues there, but a thoroughly enjoyable video.
Ah, hello, cave dwellers.
Lovely jubbly. Right. That was my learned friend. Thank you very much, sir. Very nicely made video, in fact. You have a lovely voice for the old YouTube videos. If you're that way inclined, make yourself a channel. If you have a channel, let me have a link. And we can make sure we share that. Speaking of which, it's the first ever video sent in. And hopefully we won't have any problems with connections. It's our good friend Yellowbelly, who loves all things Amstrad CPC and has his own YouTube channel. So we'll put a link up shortly, but let's see what he's got for us over these 2 minutes. If I press play.
Greetings, cave dwellers. Yellowbelly here with my retro letter S video for the CPC that needs a bit more love on this channel, Neil. It really does.
It's been a while.
So here we go. Okay, my first game is Star Saber.
In my defense, Yellowbelly, I've just redone the cave, okay, and I've got a bookshelf. So in 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks onwards, whenever you watch any video on my channel, pride of place behind me now is a CPC 6128 because I've got a shelf that's big enough to put it on there. So the balance has been redressed.
It's a recent game and it's a sideways scrolling shoot 'em up. Awesome graphics and colours that makes any C64 owner very jealous. So here we go. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Oh, look. Scrolling on an Amstrad. See? See? Scrolling, it can do it. It was the programmers that were the problem. They were just stuck to lazy ports from the Spectrum. But now...
Okay, are we having problems? I don't want Yellowbelly's video to be full of choppiness if you're having problems and stuttering. Let me just have a quick look and see if YouTube is having any problems on the old down detector. Let's have a little look. YouTube down detector. No problems at YouTube. Although there is a big orange... here we go. Oh, that's the wrong window. There's a big orange thing directly over the UK. Yeah, it's not me. Oh, the Rushton. Thank you so much for the £10. That's very kind of you. Yeah, it's not a problem with my internet connection, he says. Because Because I'm not actually losing it connection to anything other than YouTube. Okay. Well, let's continue with Yellow Belly.
Greetings, cave dwellers. Yellow Belly here with my retro letter S video for the CPC that needs a bit more love on this channel, Neil. It really does. So here we go. Okay, my first game is Star Saber. It's a recent game and it's a sideways scrolling shoot 'em up. Awesome graphics and colours that makes any C64 owner very jealous.
CPC's not known for its scrolling abilities.
Let's have a look at this one.
Let's see how this looks.
Oh, look at that. Look at this. Oh, look. Scrolling on an Amstrad. See? Scrolling, it can do it. It was the programmers that were the problem. They were just stuck to lazy ports from the Spectrum. But now, the true power of the CPC is coming out in these 2020s. So there we go. That's my first choice, Star Saber. My next choice is Scramble. This is a new version of the game that's come out on the CPC, emulating the arcade, and it's bloody marvellous.
Emulating the arcade?
It's very close to the original arcade, as you can see, and look again, we have Amstrad smooth scrolling. The Amstrad could do it, it really could. It's just the programmers. Lovely game. Very faithful to the arcade, and yes, another wonderful retro letter S. So there we go, there's my selection for the letter S on the wonderful Amstrad CPC. Over to you back in the studio, Neil. Yellow Belly out.
Thank you, Yellow Belly. Wasn't expecting that picture at the end there. Now, Star Saber. That looks fantastic. As you know, CPC games go. Really nice. Let me get a link for Yellow Belly's YouTube channel, which will just take me 1 second. Where are you, Yellow Belly? Every time I search for Yellow Belly, it's coming up with Nova Bugs channel. So can you drop me a link, Yellow Belly, to retromancave@gmail.com with a link to your channel, and we can then put that in the chat. Thank you for the video, sir. I appreciate you sending that in. And let's go next to yes. Yes. And this is a game that I loved. Pretty simple, but very effective. You got any audio on this one? Oh, it's loading. Okay, I'll just put the music back on. So this is a top-down racer. He's obviously just selecting his opponents and his vehicles here. A motorbike. We've got a 4x4. We got a UFO. Oh, is it 26 minutes long? Oh, blimey! Thank you for spotting that. We'll just skip to some gameplay. Okay, we have got some audio. Yeah, sounds like that. There you go. So, I mean, it may not look like much more than a Codemasters game to you, like Grand Prix Simulator or BMX Simulator or something like that, but it was infinitely more playable. To have 4 of you huddled round a keyboard playing it, and it leaves the little skid marks there on the track. They stay for the duration of the game. Yeah, it's like Micro Machines. We're not going to watch all 26 minutes, don't worry. Just a great little game. Yeah, this was like peak Super Sprint style games for me. Didn't get any better than this. Let's see if old Yellow Belly has messaged us now. Oh yeah, there he is. There he is. We've got the old link. Check it is correct. And there we go. Are we back? We're back. Okay. So, yeah, having a few problems with the connection tonight, but we have now reached 1 hour, which is how long we said that we'd stream for. So I think it's probably a good time to stop. I've enjoyed what we've seen so far. We've still got a huge amount of S letters to get through. We've got a show and tell from Chrissy. We've got Arcade Ages. We've got Rob. We've got Richard, of course, Richard. We've got Ralph. We've got Yarno. We've got Aidan, Russ. We've got a Dreamcast show and tell. We've got Tim, Sheepitina, Nulani, Jack, Peter with his very special Amiga show and tell, Olav. So many to get through. So, you don't need to send me any games, any submissions for tomorrow. We're not going to move on to tea until... are you winding me up? It says I'm still connected. Okay, back. Okay, back. Just long enough to say goodbye. No submissions for tomorrow. We'll carry on the S's tomorrow for another hour. Thank you very much for everyone for watching. Thank you for the super chats. See you tomorrow, everyone. Okay, bye-bye. Good night. And if you didn't, make sure you get that subscription into Yellow Belly. There's the link again. There we go. Okay, good night, everyone.